Alright, today I have a short video but an interesting story, twist. So this morning I had a lot of business to take care of and that was all done, and had to go off to the bank and deposit stuff off the bank. Forgot to go to the post office, like, oh phooey, I forgot to the post office, but had to hit the grocery store on the way back, and I said, okay, let's do that, drop our groceries off and then head off to town. So before I head off to town, I went to the other post office, was right there, and was delivering some, or I was mailing off some DVDs to one of my friends who's kind of stuck in a kind of like a senior rehabilitation center or whatever like that. So I sent it out to his little apartment or whatever, and he's all gonna be tickled to death to see what he gets in there. 6 or 7 Blu-ray/DVD. I thought I had more, but I don't really remember exactly what happened. I hope I got everything in there, but it's not the big deal. But almost $9 to ship media mail, but it would have been in a priority bubble mailer, it would have been 9 or 10 or 11. So I saved $3, supposedly saved $3. But a couple years ago, this media mail would have only been about $4. Maybe $5 at the most. Crazy. It's gone up, almost doubled in price in the last couple years. Ridiculous. So I went and did that, and I said, okay, I don't have much of a plan here, but I'm going to see my friends at the Goodwill outlet store. And I got there, and there was no one in the parking lot except for maybe like 5 or 6 cars total. And there was a worker that was greeting people at the door saying, you can't come in, there's been a fire. But they should be reopening back tomorrow. And I noticed that the parking lot smelled like burnt plastic and stuff. Awful. So who knows, maybe one of the rotation bins got caught on fire. It could have just been somebody donating an old cell phone with a battery that exploded. No idea. A couple of combustible materials, boom, don't really know. People donate all kinds of toxins and poisons and all kinds of stuff, kind of hazard. They should get hazard pay. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. But anyway, so I went down the road because I said, what am I going to do? I don't have much to do. So I went down the road to the free binder store, got some free binders, and I said, you know what, I'm going to head off to the thrift store that's just like, a couple blocks down the road, and picked up one LP. I know nothing about it here. Sandy Bowl Fantasias for guitar and banjo with Billy Higgins drums on Vanguard Stereolab. And I thought that was an unusual one there. Sadly, it was one of the worst condition records that was there, completely split open. I mean, no reason for anybody to do that. I don't know why that is, but it's probably been thrown around at the store. And then he put these wretched stickers on there, which are, super detrimental. So I will put it in a plastic sleeve. I think I had one from yesterday from a junky record haul, which I bought records to craft with, the 3 for $1 ones. And that's what I did with this one here, if I haven't shown it already. Sunburned Sun. And I wanted to save that, so I put it in this Christmas one here. It worked quite well. Cut the window open. I didn't do a very good job of it. Usually I have a better way of doing it, but I haven't done that in a long time, so I kind of damaged it there. But the reason why Christmas turned on Christmas then turned into this is because it was the wrong LP. So there was that one there. So I know nothing about this Sandy Bowl or anything like that. There's the back picture right there. Very 1960s, whatever this is. Rosemary Salmini had it and wrote her name there. And some of these records were in great shape, and most of them were just in dreadful shape. But the thing about the Teen Challenge Super Thrift, or whatever they call it now, is that that particular store is full on records. Their whole bin was full, and which is very, very unusual. And it's in ridiculously average condition. It looks shiny from the front there, but it's in ridiculously average condition. Very dirty, needing lots and lots of cleaning there. I forgot to mention this was $1.49 or $1.50. But they were $1.49, but anyway, he charged me $1.50. I don't care about the penny. And then on the way out of there, I said, you know what, I'm just going to go this way. And I said, you know what, I knew that Barnes & Noble had opened up months and months and months ago. Probably, I don't know, it could even been a year ago. And somebody in the record groups was going on about some sort of record they picked up for $5. They're like, $5 for a record? That doesn't seem to make sense for a new one. And I think it's because the plastic was damaged on it. That I don't know. So I got the Barnes & Noble, and I had never been in there, relatively well laid out. They have a wall of records somewhere, and that was unfortunately the last thing I found, so I had to look at the entire store before. But you know, if you ever go to Barnes & Noble, they have Legos upon Legos upon Legos. It's ridiculous, the amount of Legos they had there in every other corner. So then I'm looking at the records, and the first record I picked up, I did not do it, I just flipped it, flip. The first one I picked up was this one here. Saturday night, Sunday morning, and I knew nothing about this particular artist here at all, and this is Jake Bugg, and I guess he's a UK indie / alternative artist of some kind, and Jake Bugg there. And what was also interesting, I noticed that it was creased on the back here. It's like, ah, crud, it's creased. But, you know, and I didn't say, ah, crud, I was looking at the price here. And it was $22.99. It's like, oh my gosh, $22.99. That's actually not terrible, because most vinyl there was like $30 and $40, or darn near close to, it was like $28.99 or whatever. So might as well be $30 and then just, you know, $45 or whatever. But then I noticed this one here, it says 50% off Barnes & Noble. I said, well, I can do that. And so I picked out the best copy, and then I was like, oh shoot, you know, while I was in line, I was like, you know what? The other one I picked out did not have the 50% off sticker on it, so I said, well, phooey, I might as well go back and get the other one. So again, I'm not worried about the creasing on there, but it's also autographed by Jake Bugg. So isn't that cool? And silver Sharpie there. Not all of them are autographed, mind you, so I don't know how many of those there were. There's a white vinyl variety that's been done in a Sharpie like this, but I don't think this is the white vinyl variety. That's numbered to 300. I don't think this is, I really couldn't tell you. But what was interesting, so $22.99, half of that is $11.50 or 11 something like that, $11.50. And then I got to the counter, they scanned it, boop, and it came out to, that'll be $5, sir. Or not sir, but you know, it's like, that'll be $5. So I thought that was pretty funny. A really tall, skinny woman that was like wearing all like different shades of purple. It was really interesting. But they had very eclectic, artistic, I guess, attire at Barnes & Noble. So I guess it's, you know, that's just how people want to just, you know, dress hip or whatever. So that was kind of interesting. And then I noticed like little cafe they had there, and they had two people from Foot Locker or whatever. I guess they were Foot Locker, I don't know. Worked at one of the sporting goods stores because they had striped shirts on, black and. But so Jake Bugg there. Let's just open this very quickly here because I just got a couple more minutes here. I was going to keep it sealed, but I like to find autographed albums. It was not advertised as an autographed album. They had another one, and it was also creased slightly, but so whether somebody did that I don't know, because one of the stacks was tilted forward, and one of the workers came by and zoop and pushed it, you know, crazily. So let's just open this up here, if I can get it open here, show you what it looks like. I know nothing about Jake Bugg other than a tiny bit of one of the songs I listened to online, and a tiny bit of little, there we go. Always use your fingernail to open these up here. Nothing special there, just a black insert here of Jake Bugg, you know, from the UK. I don't know if that's an English breakfast or what that is, but anyway, interesting there. Let's take a look and see what this looks like here. More than likely black vinyl, but I'm trying to figure out where it is. Yeah, it is black vinyl here. And there we go. So $5 for a signed record, I'll take that all day long and on Saturday night and Sunday morning. Very, very cool to have that one there. So there's that one, kind of a vintage looking label there. Again, nothing I'm really super outstanding understanding about, but I'll take a brand new record, whatever it is, for $5. It doesn't sell for much, but most people are asking the original price for it, and you know, and sometimes a little bit more for the autographed one. But that's about it. Very, very cool. So that was my pickups today. Nothing crazy outstanding, nothing much in the mail. Some record I need to figure out what it is and figure out how to preserve this a little bit better, clean it up, and see if I can maybe find a nicer dust jacket or something like that. The dust jacket is perfectly nice. Unfortunately, it warped in the car. You know, it just took a couple minutes and boom. So that's just what humidity or whatever does to it, whatever. So that's that one there. 9 minutes. I talked way too long about a whopping 2-3 records, and thank you for watching. Alright, I am back again with a little bit of bonus content. I just thought that I would want to add some stuff to this video because it's all kind of related to it. And I want to get this stuff moved on and moved away here. So want to show you a few things here. This is more record related stuff here. This is one I picked up in the 3 for $1. Again, project material. Beach Boys, Jan and Dean, that's what I've written on here, and that's not what that is. I kind of poked a hole right there because I was thinking I was doing something else with this record here, and I might still. But this one is Beach Boys with Jan and Dean. It's not what it is on the front here. And nice inner sleeve here for somebody who wanted that one. And in this one here is the Beach Boys, Jan and Dean, side 1 and 2. I don't know what all this is here, but I'll have to look at this up here, why it's Beach Boys and Jan and Dean. Really do not know that here, so I'll figure that one out. I'll try to figure out what that came from. But preserve that one maybe for the future for somebody else. I might save that Warner/Reprise sleeve for another album that I might have here. So that was, you know, again, not a valuable pickup, but just kind of a interesting one. This came in one of the sleeves that was more or less empty. Had a whole bunch of inner sleeves in it. This one, I forget who this was from, but nothing I really want to keep here. I'm trying to figure out who this. I said who it was here. Oh, this is Pointer Sisters. This is a Pointer Sisters inner sleeve here. No reason to really keep that unless I need somebody to protect a record that doesn't have anything and just mark it off that it's not what it is. There's that one there. And then there was a 2 LP set here, which would have been okay. It was Dreamin'. It just looks really terrible. It looks terrible, like it's just some sort of, like, you know, orchestrated music here. But it was actually legit music. I&M teleproducts. Very, very thin records, which I had to throw away because the first couple of songs on each record were warped and damaged. Samantha sang Emotion. It's got Eric Carmen All By Myself. It's got Warrens, Jennifer Warrens, Paul Anka, Roberta Flack, Pointer Sisters, I think, or not Pointer Sisters, Gladys Knight and the Pips, a couple times there. Hall & Oates. So, you know, an interesting enough thing there. I might just keep the sleeve here and do something with it. Turn it into, you know, a 7-inch hole placeholder or whatever, and cut out the hole in there so I can see what that is. Not really sure. Remove the 2 record set label there. And then there were a couple of inner sleeves in there. One was practically mint here, so I mean say mint, but usable. And the other one was all squashed, so that just goes in the garbage there. That goes in the recycle pile. And what I do with those is use those as packing material, so that makes a great, you know, spacer for something. So I don't throw away a lot of stuff unless it's really dirty. Then we got a couple more things here, and then we'll get to the last one here. This one here was actually probably a 2 record set because this is 2 and 3, side 2 and 3. Capricorn, the Allman Brothers Band at Fillmore East. I put it in this plastic bag here. Again, unfortunately, they had some new ones there that I hadn't seen before. The other little thrift store that I go to, I wouldn't touch those records with a 10-foot pole for $1. You know, so they're more like these kind of records for nothing, you know, this. And so I just said, they never sell any of their, they're just junk, garbage records. And then I grabbed this one here, and it didn't have a sleeve here, but it just, again, had another Warner Reprise, The Lost Leaders, sleeve here, inner sleeve. Some of those can be worth money, but more than likely not, but it's nice to have those. The record itself was in really good condition, but there was no cover to it. And this is, it says, this is a promotional item of the works. Now, it's possible it was one that maybe I donated to the store. I don't remember it. It almost seemed like I vaguely remember this, so I don't really know. Hopefully it wasn't something I donated. I don't really know that one there. But it seems familiar to me, so I have no idea. It's funny when you buy your own albums back here. A couple more here, actually one more here. And then this was a Concert Band of Today, and that's what I stuck that other one in. So Concert Band of Today, because that was empty. It had slipped out or something like that. Spring Edition 1986. Do not know exactly what that is. Record not for sale, advertisement, prices subject to change without notice. Really no idea what this is. So, you know, if you just like to DIY, there were some punk bands, or I mean, you know, alternative groups that actually repurposed old sleeves, and I have one of those. They're limited edition. They took like an Emerson, Lake and Palmer and turned it at their own cover, threw some artwork on the top of it. So this would be something that they could do and then just, you know, call it their own sort of thing. But this one here is the one that I wanted to buy. It was one that I donated a long time ago after seeing people's videos of opening sealed records here. And this is one I tried to sell for $5. Carrie Chatter, it says part 1 or something, or Part-Time Love, I think is what it says. Yeah, Carrie Chatter, Part-Time Love. And I thought somebody would buy that because it's a brand new factory sealed record. That has sat at this thrift store for months and months and months. I don't remember when I donated it, but I tried to sell it for $5 and nobody would take it. So we're going to open it up and see what kind of record is in there. It's got some ring wear, a little bit you can see right there and right there. And some on the back there. Again, I don't see sealed records of any kind very often, but I probably should pick them up just to see if I could get. And it's one of those don't think I could get a fingernail in there. That'd be very difficult. I'm trying to get my fingernail in there because I want to save the shrink wrap if I wanted to. I'm trying to get that one open. Hopefully that's a side to open. That looks like the side to open right there. Right there. So I'm going to see if I can find maybe a corner and try to cut the plastic here, and then try to get fingernail the rest of the way through here. See if I can do it this way here. I think I almost got it now without cutting the cover here. I don't know that I'm going to save this or anything, but we're just going to give this a shot here. It looks like that did nothing either. Huh. This is the first time that this has happened that I can't get this uncut. Let's try that side here. Let's try that one there. Again, it's very, very close here. Boy, this does not want to unseal. I might have to, I've never had to destroy the plastic on one here. Do I have any kind of thin, sharp object like a pin or something? I'm going to try this pin here and see if that works. Get a pin to poke in there. And that's definitely the side to open. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay, now I think I got it started here. Okay, I don't want to spend half an hour doing that. Oh, no, I still don't have it. Shoot. I know I had it. It was crazy. I saw that I poked an opening in there. It's very thin or something. It's not really wanting to open there. That's crazy. Oh boy. No, that's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now let's see if I can get it. Okay. There we go. Now we got. Nope. Wow, that's plastic. I have not run into this before. This plastic is really ridiculous here. See, it's caught right there and it won't go any further. There we go, but I don't want to do that. See, that's exactly what I don't want to do. I don't want to go cockeyed or sideways or anything. Yeah, it's only going like a fraction of at a time. And is not cooperating. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, there we go. No, now it's going to rip the cutout. There's a slight cutout on the top here. Catching on that one. See, it's caught on this, and it's going to split the record sideways. Split the cover sideways. That is not good. That is not good at all. Oh my gosh. What a chore trying to open up an old vinyl record. I've seen people struggle, but not this badly before. There we go. Okay, we got it more or less, you know, hunky-dory right there. So that's the best I could do. Maybe a couple of small creases there, but nothing that's going to... So that's on a Warner Brothers record label there. Nice inner sleeve. That looks like it's virtually undamaged here. And then they notched it right here very, very, very tidily. Somebody was very kind to that record there. And then this one says at only $2 for a double album. Supergroup is the best record bargain yet. So somebody might actually need that kind of sleeve there. And I know nothing about Carrie Chatter. Chatter. And then this one looks like it is super and duper mint condition. Again, buy a mint condition record for... well, let's see. I paid $1.29 for this originally, and then I paid, what, 33 1/3 for it or something like that, because 3 for $1. Yeah, so crazy. And there's nothing wrong, a little bit of paper on there, and yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. No warps or nothing. No, it's absolutely perfect record. A nice vintage style label there. Yeah, with the palm trees there. It's one of my favorite labels. I think it's really cool. And what that says, pop something or there, popcorn? Oh, yeah, it says popcorn there. I'll have to give this a listen to. I think I gave it a listen to on YouTube and said, meh, send it away. It might be like, you know, light 70s is what I'm thinking there. But that's kind of a fun little open there. Gosh, I wasted all my time here just trying to open that. So, again, a long video because I made it a long video. So, hope you enjoyed that. And again, a brand new sealed record that has now finally been opened. This came out in 1970. Oh my gosh, now I've kind of messed myself up here. This has been sealed since 1977. So, oh, well, sorry, there's a little corner that's got a corner tear there. But sealed since 1977. So, hope you enjoyed that and thank you for watching.